Hello students, today we will be doing angle bisector property of a triangle. The statement is the angle bisector of a triangle divides the side opposite to it in the ratio which is equal to the ratio of the remaining two sides of the triangle. So for proving it, let us draw a triangle. Suppose if this is your triangle A, B, C, and if CE is the bisector of angle C. So what is given to you is, in triangle ABC, ray CE is the bisector. This is given, and you have to prove that the ratio of the two sides of the triangle is equal to ratio of the two parts into which the third side is divided by the angle bisector. So you have to prove AC upon CB is equal to AE upon EB. Now to prove this, you have to do some construction, and the construction is you have to draw a line parallel to CE passing through point B. So let us draw a line parallel to CE passing through point B. So suppose if this is the parallel line, okay, parallel to CE passing through point B, and you have to extend this AC so that it meets the extended parallel line. So it is meeting at, let us assume this as point D. So once again I am repeating the construction. Construction is you are drawing a line parallel to CE passing through point B, and you are extending side AC so that it meets the parallel line at a particular point. We have marked the point as D. So now let us start with the proof. Now if you observe the figure carefully, you can see that you have got a parallel line. So let us observe ignoring this line. So now if you look at the triangle, you can see that you have a triangle ABD where CE is parallel to one of the side. So since you have a triangle where you have CE parallel to one side of a triangle, you can use your basic proportionality theorem. So that is what we are going to start with. You can see that in triangle ABD, since you have CE parallel to BD, reason is by construction. Therefore, you can use your basic proportionality theorem. According to that, you will get AC upon CD is equal to AE upon EB. So this I am marking as my equation 1. Okay, by basic proportionality theorem, you get this equation. Now if you observe the equation which you got right now with what you have to prove, you can see that you have got exactly AE upon EB on the right hand side. On the left hand side, numerator AC remains the same, whereas the denominator here it is BC, and here in the equation you have got CD. So that is the only required change which we have to make. That means for getting the final result, you have to show that BC and CD is one and the same. Once you show that they are equal, then you get the required result. So let us come back to the original figure. Now you have to use the parallel line concept which you have already learnt in your 9th standard. By taking a set of parallel line and a transversal, you can get various angles which are congruent to each other. So now you have to observe CE and segment BD. You can see that they are parallel to each other, and you can assume BC as the transversal. So if we take BC as the transversal and CE parallel to DE, then you get a pair of alternate angles, and they are angle ECB congruent to angle CBD. So this is one pair of angle which you will get congruent. So according to this, that is when you take CE parallel to BD and assuming the transversal as BC, then you get the answer as angle ECB is congruent to angle CBD. Reason is they are alternate angles. So this you can mark it as your equation 2. Further, now if you observe, again same pair of parallel line but change the transversal. So if you take CE parallel to BD by considering transversal as AD, then you can see that these two angles, that is angle ACE and angle CDB, they form a pair of corresponding angles. And as you know, corresponding angles are congruent. So next you get the second equation, or you get the next step. That is, you are considering the same parallel line CE parallel to BD, but now you are assuming the transversal as AD. AD as the transversal. So when you take AD as the transversal, you get a pair of angle congruent, that is angle ACE is congruent to angle CDB. Mark it as equation 3, and reason is they are corresponding angles. So now already it is given to you that angle ACE is congruent to angle ECB, because this is the bisector. So now you can use that also. So it is already given to you that angle ACE is congruent to angle ECB. This you can mark it as equation 4, and the reason for this is given. So now when you compare equation 2, 3 and 4, you can conclude something. Another pair of angles are congruent to each other. So once again look at the figure. These two angles are congruent to each other because they are alternate angles. These two are congruent to each other because they are corresponding angles. But already angle ACE is congruent to angle ECB. It was given to you. So that's why by combining all the three equations, that is equation 2, 3 and 4, you can conclude that angle CDB, that is this angle, is congruent to angle CBD. That is from your equation 2. So by combining or by comparing your equation 2, 3 and 4, we get a new angle, we get a pair of new angle, that is angle CBD is congruent to angle CDB. So therefore you can write angle CBD is congruent to angle CDB. Reason is from 2, 3 and 4. So this is what you get when you compare the equations. Now just look at these two angles in the figure. Now angle CBD is this angle and angle CDB is this. So you can see that if you consider triangle CDB, you can see that those two angles are forming base angles of the triangle, which you got it as congruent. So whenever base angles of a triangle are congruent to each other, it is nothing but an isosceles triangle. According to that, you will get the sides opposite to those angles are congruent. So here the side opposite to angle D is CB and the side opposite to angle B is CD. So therefore you will get in triangle CBD, CD is equal to CB. Reason is by converse of isosceles triangle theorem. So now this I am marking as my equation 5. So now let us come back to equation 1. Now in your equation 1, you had a value, you had a denominator CD which was not matching your result, and now you got that your CD and CB are equal to each other. That means in place of CD, you can put CB. So once you substitute CD in place of CD, once you substitute CB, you will get the required result. So the final step is you have to just compare your step number 1 and 5 from just replace it. So according to your step number 1, you have AC upon CD, but instead of CD we will write now CB because they both are congruent, and the right side you can copy as it is. AE upon EB. The reason is from 1 and 5. So you have proved your final result, that is AC upon CB is equal to AE upon EB. So this is your angle bisector property of a triangle. So what is the statement of angle bisector property is, if the angle bisector of a triangle divides the opposite side, then the ratio formed is equal to ratio of the remaining two sides of the triangle. So that is what we have proved now.